Factors of production is our new topic that we are going to cover. It is a very interesting chapter. So this video is about the explanation of the chapter. So let us start. Factors of production are the resources used to produce goods and services. Okay. So factor of production are the resources that are used to produce goods and services. And they are land, that is the natural resources we are using, labor, human efforts, okay, the workers that are engaged here, capital, man-made tools like the machines and the buildings are engaged here, and entrepreneurship, the person who organize the other factors and take risk. So factor of production are the resources used to produce goods and services, and in this production of goods and services we include land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. So all these four are interconnected, right? Now, as we proceed with the chapter, we get the term businesses. Now, what is a business? Business is an activity where goods or services are produced and sold to make a profit. It means business is an activity where goods or service again are produced and sold to make a profit. So here also goods and services are there. It means factor of productions are there, right? These four things are there. Land is also there, labor is there, capital is there and entrepreneurship is also there, right? So we will see this one in detail also. Now, here is a short definition of the business. What is a business? A business is an organization or person that makes a sell product or service to earn money. So, if you will go through a perfect definition, then we can say that it is an organization where a person or a group of people that make a sale or that just make products or services to earn money. And again, here the involvement are natural resources, human effort, then man-made tools are there and the person is also there, right? Now we will see the division of factor of production. So how the factor of productions are divided. In economics, factor of production classified into land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, okay, natural resources, human effort, man-made tools and the person. However, technology is a facilitator and a crucial factor that enables businesses to produce more goods with the same or fewer inputs. So apart from it, technology also play a very vital role in this division of factor of production, because without it nowadays we can't able to do anything, right? So technology help just to enable this business to produce more goods with the same or fewer inputs. Now what is the input? Input means the resources used to produce goods and service, what you put it into and make something, that is called input, right? Next, now here we will see a detailed explanation of the land, labor, capital, right? So the factor of production first is the land, that is the natural resources. Land is a factor of production because it includes all natural resources used to produce goods and services. It provides space for farms, factories and buildings. It supplies resources like water, mineral, forest and soil. For example, a farmer uses land to grow crops. A mining company uses land to extract mineral. So the first and important factor of production is the land, that is the natural resources, and it is used and it includes all the natural resources to produce goods and services, right? Second important factor of production is labor, that is the human resources. It refers to the human effort, both physical and mental, used to produce goods and services. So here the human effort is included, and the effort is seen in physically also and mentally also. It includes workers, employee and professionals. Labor contributes skills, time and energy to the production process, isn't it? So here the labor are engaged and they give their skills also, their time and energy to the production process. If they are giving service also and if they are producing something also, isn't it? So the second factor is the labor. Now people as a resource. So people are also a resource. How? People are a resource because they provide the labor, skills, knowledge and creativity needed to produce goods and services. They operate machines, make decisions and solve problems. They bring ideas, innovation and entrepreneurship. Their education and experience improve productivity. So people are a human resource, one of the most important for any economy. So this is the explanation of the why people are as a resources, because they operate machines also. They make decisions and solve the problems. They bring ideas, innovation and entrepreneurship. Their education and experience improve productivity, right? So if in the examination the question is there, why the people is known as a resource, then you can write this one also. Okay. Now let us proceed. Okay, labor. So it referred to the physical and mental effort used in production, and human capital, it referred to the specialized skill, knowledge, abilities and expertise required to perform that labor. Okay. So these are the factors of production where we have seen how land is very much important, because all natural resources used to produce goods and services, we need land. It provides space, isn't it? Secondly, labor, that is the human resources are there, where the human effort, both physical and mental, are used to produce goods and services. Third is the human capital, that is, it refers to the specialized skill, knowledge and abilities and expertise required to perform that labor, isn't it? So this is, now we will see the facilitator of human capitals, okay? So the first is the education and training. Education help individual gain knowledge, starting with basic literacy and extending to expertise in specific fields. So that's why education is very much important. Now what is training? Training build human capital by improving skills and knowledge. So training help to build human capital by improving their skills and knowledge. For example, a mechanic learns new technique through training, making them more efficient at repairing cars. However, he may get the education, isn't it? But while going through the training, he can become more efficient and get expert in that work. So these are the facilitator of human capital, that is the education and training. Healthcare. It means the service provided to keep people healthy or to treat illness and injuries. It includes doctors, hospital, medicines and treatment. So these are the facilitator of human capital. Healthcare is also a part where the service is provided to keep the people healthy or to treat illness and injuries. Now, social and cultural influence. Social and cultural influences help a country move forward by shaping values, teamwork, and innovation, which boost cooperation and progress. For example, a culture that values education encourages learning, leading to a skilled workforce. So that's why social and cultural influence is also important for the human capital, because a country move forward by shaping value and teamwork while their citizens are educated, isn't it? So a culture that value education encourage learning, leading to a skilled workforce. So few technique has been used by two countries that is mentioned in the book also, from the Japan and Germany. So let us see Kaizen. So it is a Japanese concept, meaning continuous improvement through small everyday changes to make process better and more efficient. It is used in Japan since the mid 1940s. It helps businesses improve quality, reduce waste and increase efficiency continuously, leading to higher productivity and competitiveness. So these are the technique that has been used by the countries also, so that their factor of production may improve, and continuity should be there, quality should be maintained, isn't it? And the business should grow. As the business grow, then the country immediately their GDP also grow. Another technique that is mentioned about the Germany, so it is known for high quality input because it invests heavily in skilled labor, advanced technology and precise engineering, ensuring excellent product. So Germany also pay attention to the businesses, and it is known for its high quality input and invest in heavily skilled labor, advanced technology and precise engineering, right, to get the excellent product. Now we will see some challenges to human capital. First is the literacy. Despite improvement, a significant portion of the population in India remain illiterate, limiting access to better jobs. The adult literacy rate in India is 85% for male and 70% for female as per 2023 World Bank estimate. So Indian population is still lacking behind in terms of literacy rate. So there is a survey also that indicate that adult literacy rate in India for the male is 85% and 70% for the female. And and it is a report of 2023 by the World Bank, right? Now, demographic dividend. India has a large young population, but without enough education and job, this can become a burden instead of an advantage. This is also a challenge to human capital. According to Economic Survey of India 2024, 65% of the people in India are below the age of 35 years. It means in India we have a great and a good young population is there. But without enough education and job, what happened? This can become a burden instead of an advantage, right? So demographic dividend, just here is the definition. So demographic dividend is the economic growth that can result when a country has a larger working age population. Okay, so this is whenever it is compared, that is demographic dividend. Third is the human capital. Many workers lack proper skills and training, reducing productivity. That is also one of the challenges to human capital. Okay, so these are the three challenges that is mentioned in the chapter. Now we will proceed and we will see India's ancient skill heritage. It include Shilpa Shastra, Vishwakarma Puja and stitch shipbuilding. So, Shilpa Shastra, ancient texts that guided art, craft, architecture, showing India's deep knowledge in skill work. Okay, and Vishwakarma Puja, a festival honoring Vishwakarma, the divine architect, celebrated by worker, craftsman, and engineer. So, this is an ancient skill heritage. And stitch shipbuilding, traditional Indian method of building ship using stitch plank, showing advanced maritime skill. Okay. Compared to the dependent children. Okay, I will repeat this one more time. So demographic dividend is the economic growth that can result when a country has a larger working age population compared to dependent children and to dependent, that is dependent are here children and elderly. Now capital. What is capital? Capital in business refer to the money or assets a company uses to fund its operation, grow and generate profit. It includes things like cash, equipment, building and investment. This is called capital. Now capital, if you go in simple terms, then the resources used to run and grow a business. Capital is essential to a manufacturing unit or service sector enterprise because it provides the funds needed to buy equipment, hire worker, manage operation and deliver product or service effectively. Okay. Now, interest. What is interest? Interest is the cost of borrowing money or the income earned on the saving or investment. In simple terms, interest is the extra amount paid in addition to the borrowed money. This is called interest. Now, stock market. It is also mentioned in the paragraph. What is stock market? A place where share of companies are bought and sold. And it is important also, it helps companies to raise capital, it provides investment opportunities, it offers liquidity, that is easy to buy and sell shares, and it encourages economic growth. Okay, so this is stock market and why it is important. Now dividend is also a term that is come in the chapter. Now what is a dividend? That is a portion of a company's profit paid to shareholder. Now how business can raise money or capital? They can raise money by issuing share, that is the equity. Equity means the ownership share in a business. They by taking loans, that is the debt, by attracting investors and using profit, that is to retain earning. Now again, what is a retain earning? Are the profit a company keeps after paying dividend to shareholder. So in this way, a business can raise money by issuing share, taking loan, attracting investor or by using the profit, right? Entrepreneurship, that is also a factor of production. Entrepreneurship refers to the ability to organize, manage and take risks to combine the other factor of production like the land, labor and capital to create goods or services. Entrepreneurs drive economic growth by innovating and starting businesses. So if we will talk about entrepreneurship, then we should also know about the startup. What is startup? A startup is a newly established business that is typically in the early stage of development. It is created to develop a unique product or service, often aiming to solve a specific problem and usually involve innovation, scalability, and growth potential. So if we will talk about a startup, then Zomato started as a restaurant listing website and has grown into one of the India's leading food tech companies. It is a great example of an Indian startup that scaled up rapidly and went public. So this is entrepreneurship and startup. Now, why entrepreneurship is helpful? Because it drives economic growth, creates jobs, encourages innovation, and helps solve problems by offering new product or services. It also boosts competition and improves the standard of living. Here we will talk about an entrepreneur, that is J.R.D. Tata, Jahangir Ratan Jeet Dadabhai Tata. So he was a pioneer Indian industrialist and philanthropist, born in 1904. He was the long-time chairman of the Tata Group and played a key role in expanding it into India's largest industrial empire. He founded Tata Airlines in 1932, which later became Air India, making him the father of Indian civil aviation. Under his leadership, the Tata Group entered new industries like steel, power, chemicals, and hospitality. He was also known for his emphasis on ethics, employee welfare, and nation building. So, J.R.D. Tata received the Bharat Ratna in 1992 for his contribution to India. So, he was also an entrepreneur. Now, technology as an enabler of production. Technology as the enabler of the production means using modern tool, machines and systems to make the production process faster, more efficient and cost effective. It helps improve the quality of goods, reduce human effort and increase output. Example, UPI, that is the example of a technology that helps to improve the quality of goods and reduces human effort. So that is Unified Payment Interface, enable fast and secure digital payment, helping businesses manage transaction easily. Another example is the GPRS that allow mobile internet access, enabling real-time data sharing, tracking and communication. Automation and computer-based system in factories allow for mass production with high precision. Agricultural drones are being used to spray fertilizers and monitor crops, helping farmers work faster and more efficiently. Robot assisting surgical process help doctor perform precise and minimal invasive surgery. So how this is the technology that is the enabler of production, that is the factor of production, where it is they use modern tools and machine and make the work easier. And these are the example: UPI, GPRS, then automation and computer, agricultural drone and robot. Okay, how this has made the work very easy. Now, how these are interconnected, how the factors are connected, that is the land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship and technology. So, land provides natural resources needed for production. Labor uses skill and effort to work on land and capital. Capital include tools, machinery and money used to produce goods, and entrepreneurship organizes land, labor and capital to start and run business. Technology enhances the efficiency of labor and capital, improving production method. Okay, so this is a very short answers if it is asked in the examination also, and we are for knowledge also. How the factors are connected: land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship and technology. Next, however, in some cases, new techniques can change the proportion used and output. Example, the introduction of automation technology using machines or software to perform tasks automatically without much human help, making work faster and more efficient. Okay, automation technology means in manufacturing can reduce the need for manual labor while increasing the use of capital, leading to higher output with fewer workers. So if you are just using the technology also, it can be sometimes change the proportion used, because introduction of automation technology, what they will do in manufacturing, they can reduce the need for manual labor, right? In one case it can be done while increasing the use of capital, leading to a higher output with fewer workers. That is, you have to invest more in this automation technology. Now, supply chain. A supply chain is the network of people, businesses and process involved in producing and delivering a product from raw material to the final customer. That is called a supply chain. However, production activity some time face severe supply chain challenges. If we will talk during COVID-19, production activities face severe supply chain challenges like disrupted transportation, labor shortage, and delayed raw material. This caused delayed, increased cost, and reduced output worldwide. Okay, so in this way, the supply chain get hampered while COVID-19. Human efforts are involved in every stage of production, right? In every factors. Let us see how. It is involved in every stage of production through planning, organizing, and executing tasks. Secondly, in the primary stage, humans extract natural resources like farming or mining. In the secondary stage, they use skill and labor to convert raw material into finished goods like manufacturing. In the tertiary stage, they provide services to sell or distribute products like marketing, transport, or retail. Thus, human labor, intelligence, and decision making are essential at all stages. Okay, so in this way, human efforts are involved in every stage of production. Now we have some responsibility towards the factor of production. What are they? Let us see. Producers have a responsibility to use all factors of production, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship wisely and ethically. They should save natural resources by using them efficiently and avoiding overuse. Reduce pollution by adopting clean technologies and following environmental laws. Minimize waste through recycling and proper waste management. Adopt sustainable practices like using renewable energy, eco-friendly materials, and ethical labor practices to protect the environment and ensure long-term growth. Okay, so these are the responsibility towards the factor of production. So we have gone through the factor of production, that is land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, and technology. And as we proceed, we have seen each and every this topic separately, plus how humans are efforts are needed and responsibility toward the factor of production. Okay, I have just tried to make the chapter as easy as possible. Just go through the chapter, and the chapter has been covered as the this topic has been covered as it is there in the chapter itself. So this much for this video. If you are watching until the end, thank you so much, and we will meet in the next video with the factor of production textual question answer, right?